Para po sa Integrated Bar of the Philippines, may tuturing na grave alarm ang naganap na shooting incident sa loob ng Senate building noong Miyerkules. At kaugnay niyan at iba pang issue, makakapanayan po natin sa Integrated Bar of the Philippines National President, Attorney Alan Panolong. Magandang umaga po, Attorney. Si Mariz Umali po ito at live po tayo sa unang balita.
Magandang umaga, Mariz Umali, at sa lahat ng ating mga televiewers sa buong Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. Magandang umaga po.
Attorney, alam naman po natin na first time na may mangyaring ganito sa Senado. Pero ano po ba ang nakikita ninyong implikasyon ng nangyaring gulo sa Senado at ito pong pagtatagunan naman ni Senador Bato de la Rosa?
Talaga pong nakakabahala yung nangyari dahil unang-una ang ating mga institusyon tulad ng Senado ay supposedly hindi ho yan nagkakaroon ng ganong pangyayari. So, nung magkaroon ng shooting incident nung gabing yaon, talaga pong it is totally unacceptable, no? Having that kind of incident within the halls of our legislative or within the halls of our legislative body, it is really a failure, I think, if I'm not mistaken, of security and. It's a failure of security and it endangers the institution. Yung mga mismong member ng legislature natin doon, yung mga senators natin, even the media and all the people inside the hall.
Ano po nakikita ninyong paglabag? Kasi ang sinasabi, wala naman daw po warrant of arrest para kay, or at least local warrant of arrest para kay Senadora Bato de la Rosa. Kaya kung sakasakali man lumabas siya, malaya siyang lumabas.
Alam niyo po, Mariz, no, marami kasing conflicting views dito no? Yung nagsasabi na walang nalabag, it's because sabi nga nila is we already withdrew from the Rome Statute. But they miss the point that the Philippines is actually has a domestic law, which is, we call it RA 9851. No? Yung pong, I think everyone knows this, especially in the legal profession. Then, of course, even if the warrant of arrest is not issued by a local court, but as a country which upholds or which adopts international laws, so we are bound to implement an arrest warrant issued by an ICC, because an ICC is not a foreign court. This is an independent permanent court.
So, Attorney, lilinawin ko lang po kahit wala na pong local warrant of arrest na i-issue ang Korte ng Pilipinas, pwede na pong isurrender ng ating gobyerno si Senador Bato sa International Tribunal and in this case, the International Criminal Court?
Yes, because by the way, Mariz, no, I'd like to kasi meron na kasing pending petition before the Supreme Court. And, you know, we have this principle of sub judice. Then we cannot give our own legal standpoint on that. Because,
alright.
for one,
kasi dito po kasi nagkakaroon ng mga kalituhan. Ang ginagamit po ng, of course, the Department of Justice is maintaining na pwede nilang gamitin yung RA 9851. But the side of Senator Bato de la Rosa, sinasabi nila, hindi nila pwedeng gamitin yung 9851. And as a matter of fact, kailangan daw po maglabas ng local warrant of arrest muna. Kaya ngayon, dito nagkakaroon ng kaguluhan kung ano ba ang ipatutupad ng administrasyon. That's why we just want to be enlightened sana regarding this matter. But of course, as you've said, it's already sub judice. So kung hindi niyo po pwedeng mabigyan ng, at this point, we understand. Pero pagdating naman po dun sa implikasyon nung nangyari sa Senado, posible po bang magkaroon ng delay sa impeachment trial at iba pang trabaho ng Senado? Although sinabi na po ni Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano na magsisimula na po sa Monday yung impeachment trial. But what are your thoughts on this, Attorney?
Well, nasa bola na ngayon ng Senado ang pag-conduct ng impeachment proceeding or impeachment trial. So, alam mo Mariz, maraming nakatutok dito Ang taong bayan nakatutok dito. Hindi lang tayo sa buong Pilipinas, kundi ang buong mundo. Ngayon, if the Senate decided to delay the proceeding, so it will have really a negative effect on them, no? So I understand the Senate, the new leadership, the Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano made a statement that it will go forthwith with the conduct of the trial. And in fact, they will calendar within, if I'm not mistaken, they will calendar it within May, the articles of impeachment. So, I think it would be prudent on the part of the Senate na kailangan bigyan nila ng pansin ito dahil may mga pronouncement nga sila na inaantay nga nila yung transmission ng articles of impeachment from the House of Representatives going to the Senate. So, again, yun na nga, nasa kanila na ngayon yung bola. So, if they decide to dribble this to prolong the conduct of the impeachment, then it will really have a great and irreparable damage to the Senate, because the people are expecting that the Senate will conduct forthwith the impeachment proceeding.
Isa pa yan, attorney, yung definisyon ng forthwith. Kasi si Senator Cheese Escudero, dati ang sinasabi niya, nasa, kumbaga, discretion ng Senate President yung forthwith, kung kailan nanaisin ng Senate President. Ano po ba talaga ang nakalagay sa batas pagdating sa definisyon ng forthwith?
Well, meron na pong decision dyan ng Supreme Court.
Alright.
No? The same case, in fact, the same parties. Tama naman po na it is within the discretion of the Senate to define the term forthwith. Pero hindi naman po in such a way that it will be abused, or it will be abused such that it will create an injustice, no? Kasi ang alam niyo po, ang impeachment proceeding is viewed this as having public interest. So, hindi lang po yung interest ng Senado, yung interest po ng buong mamamayan, interest po na mismo ng ating bansa ang nakalaan dito. So
what is a reasonable time frame? What is a reasonable time frame? Within the month? Na dapat...
Within a reasonable time, meaning to say, medyo may pagkakuan ito eh. Medyo may pagka-technical, no? What is reasonable is really a question of fact, no? It would depend on the calendar of the Senate. So yun ang kanila, titingnan nila. So well, as we all know, the Senate is busy crafting legislative measures. So they have to see it that this impeachment proceeding will be accommodated. So as to whether within a reasonable time is when, it's another question. It would really depend on them. But of course, I believe they know the urgency.
Sir, huli na lang. Ano po ang nakikita ninyong pananagutan kung sakasakali ng Senado sa pag-alis ni Senador De La Rosa habang nasa kanilang protective custody? Dahil sinasabi nga nyo na merong under RA 9851, pwede nang isurrender ng ating gobyerno si Senator De La Rosa sa International Tribunal.
Well, let us put this in this way, Maris. No? Kung meron mang hinahabol ang batas na isang tao na kung saan kinakailangan mahuli siya because kailangan serve ng warrant of arrest, tapos may isang tao o grupo ng tao na kung saan sila yung naging dahilan upang hindi ma-serve yung warrant or naging hadlang sila para maging hadlang ang warrant. So, they might be held liable for obstruction of justice. So, theoretically, anybody who prevents the service of the warrant, it will frustrate the end of justice kasi hindi nga ma-prosecute yung tao dahil hindi na-serve yung warrant. So, they might be held liable for obstruction of justice.
And in this particular case, ang Senado, kanino siya mananagot?
Well, it will really depend on the Department of Justice if they're interested to file cases against those people responsible for that.
All right. Malinaw. Maraming salamat po, Integrated Bar of the Philippines National President, Attorney Alan Panolo. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Magandang umaga, Maris, at magandang umaga po sa ating mga kababayan.